Good morning, everyone. Now, in this session, I would like to explain the construction of a tri-state buffer under CMOS. Before going to see the construction of it, first of all, let me explain what is tri-state buffer. It is also called three-state buffer. That means it shows three different states. But actually, so far we have seen only two states, on state and half state. But what is that third state means? That is high impedance state. High impedance state. Let us see the symbol for the tri-state buffer and also its functionality. This diagram is the symbol for the tri-state buffer. It has two inputs. One input is called the data input, that is A. A is the data input here. And another input is enable, acts as a control input, and one output. The functionality of tri-state buffer is when the enable input is in inactive mode. When the enable is inactive, the expected output state is high impedance state. High impedance state. Otherwise, that is, if the enable is inactive, the output is equal to the input. That is the functionality of tri-state buffer. For this, let us see the construction of CMOS. It includes two gates, NAND gate and NOR gate. And the inputs connected to the NAND and NOR gates like this. The enable input is the data input A is directly connected to both the gates, whereas the enable input is directly connected to NAND gate, but the complement of enable is connected to NOR gate as shown in figure. Okay, and it also includes two transistors. One is PMOS transistor and another one is NMOS transistor. The PMOS transistor is connected at the output of NAND gate, whereas NMOS transistor is connected at the output of the NOR gate. Okay, here NMOS is named as Q1, PMOS is named as Q2, acts as pull up and pull down transistors. As usual, in case of CMOS structures, PMOS acts as a pull up, whereas NMOS acts as pull down. And output is considered, as you know, in between pull up and pull down transistors or networks. Finally, the power supply rail connection, that is VDD to the PMOS, and ground connection to the NMOS transistors. Okay, this is the CMOS construction. That is for the tri-state buffer. Tri-state buffer under CMOS logic. Now, the operation can be explained with the help of the functional table. As you know, the functional table includes number of inputs and outputs and number of transistors. Here inputs are enable and A. Out is the output. Two transistors Q1 and Q2. In addition to this, I am going to represent the outputs of the all gates, that is B, C, D, as another columns. Okay, along with the inputs, outputs and transistors, three more columns I represented here. Those are the outputs of the each and every gate, right? Now let us see the operation. What is the functionality? That is, if the enable is inactive, if the enable is inactive, means applying a logical low value at the enable, under this, whatever the data input, that is whatever the A input, the expected output is high impedance. Okay, that is, let us see what happens if you take A as active low initially. Now both enable input and A input are at active low. With this, identify the values of B, C and D. The B value is, as per the diagram, B is complement of the enable. Now enable is active low, therefore the B is active high. And C is the output of the NAND gate. With these inputs, that is enable is active low, A input also active low. Therefore for 0 0 inputs, the NAND gate output is 1. Hence C is at active high. Similarly, the D value is, it is output of the NOR gate. With the applied these old values, that is A at logic low, B is at logic high, means for 0 1 input, the NOR gate gives 0 output. Hence the D is at active low. Now C is at active high, D at active low. Okay. With these values, now let us observe the state of PMOS transistor and NMOS transistor. Okay, for PMOS transistor, C is the input and its value is logic high now. So for logic high, the PMOS action is half switch. Okay. Similarly, D is the input for the NMOS transistor and now the D value is active low. For low value, that NMOS transistor action is half switch. So therefore both the transistors are in half. Both the transistors are in half, means acts as a open circuit, right? Both PMOS and NMOS are acts as a open circuit. That means the output line may not connected to VCC or it is not connected to ground, isn't it? Okay. The output line is now disconnected from the circuit. Okay, it is not connected to VDD or not connected to ground. So such a situation is referred as the high impedance state. The same thing happen under same enable active low. If A is logic high, the B and C, B, C, D values are H, L respectively. Hence the Q1 is half, Q2 also half, so that the output state is high impedance state. Is it clear? Suppose if the enable value is 1, that is active high. Now the output is equal to the input A. Now let us see is it satisfies or not. Okay. Initially I am taking A value as L. Okay. With the enable is high, A value is L. Therefore B is active low. And the outputs of NAND and NOR gates both at logic high. Hence with the logic high inputs, the PMOS transistor acts as a half switch, whereas NMOS transistor acts as a on switch. That means the PMOS acts as a open circuit, whereas NMOS acts as a short circuit. Hence the output is a short circuited voltage, that is considered as logic low. Now observe, is it equal to A value or not? Okay, yes, it is equal to A. Similarly, suppose if the A value is 1, that is logic high, under same enable high, the BCD values are like this, shown in the table. With reference to this, now PMOS is in on state, whereas NMOS in the half state. Since NMOS in half means it acts as a open circuit. Now the output is open circuited voltage. The output is a open circuit voltage, that is considered as logic high. Clear? So if you observe the functional table here, 3 different states you can identify. Those are high impedance state, logic low state and logic high state, or half state, on state. Okay, high impedance, half state, on state. Okay, so like that, this tri-state buffer can shows three different states: high impedance, on state, half state, like that. So that high impedance state having certain advantages that you can see in the further classes. Okay, so this is the simply the functionality, construction under CMOS logic and operation of the tri-state buffer. Okay.